Hey, welcome back. This is episode 18 of the Part-Time Players podcast. This is the podcast where two pals discuss the week's video game news. If that sounds interesting to you or you don't want to miss an episode, please subscribe and like the podcast. We would really appreciate it. And thank you for all your support. My name is Reese Lagdon, as always, and I am joined, as always, by Brad. How are you doing today, Brad?
Hello, yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yourself?
I'm good. I feel like you haven't kept up with this greeting. You said you was going to mix it up each week, and you did it different once, and then it kind of just it's been the same again. You've gone back to hey.
Yeah. Ask me again.
How you doing today, Brad?
Howdy. I'm top. That ain't even a thing. I'm top. I was going to say I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I was going to say
morning. You're top of the morning.
I was going to say top of the morning, but then I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So yeah,
you're just a top. You're a t-shirt. Yeah. You're a t-shirt. Yeah. You're just clothing.
Top, yeah. This is why I don't do it as a spur of the moment thing, because my brain just like melts and I stay nonsense. So,
okay, well, we'll see what kind of clothing you are next week.
Never ask me that again.
Fair enough. Each week I'm gonna bring it up because I'm very excited about it, but hopefully I'll get the day right this time, but we're 39 days away from the PS5 launch. So
okay.
I feel like now we're into the 30s. It feels very, very close.
It's
creeping up very closely. So
I am excited. Yeah. Hopefully, like I say, I want to kind of be moved out by the time it comes out, but I don't think that's going to happen. But
yeah, how's that going? You still looking? Or?
Still looking. Yeah, there's not really a lot out there, to be honest. We went to view a house yesterday. It was a really nice house, but it's like wrong area. If you know what I mean. So
okay.
Yeah, so we just carry on looking.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Well, good luck with your search. Hopefully it comes before the PS5.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
hopefully. Yeah. So have you been busy this week? How's your week been anyway?
Just the usual work and house hunting, and yeah, at a minute, I had to move back into my parents, so my mum's moving, so we got all that going on, like estate agents and all that coming around. So yeah, it's been a bit of a
bit hectic.
Yeah. So hopefully. We'll be me and my girlfriend. Yeah, so we'll be able to move out soon. Before I just want to be when the PlayStation 5 gets launched, it gets delivered. I just want it. Yeah. In a place, but we'll see how it goes.
Hopefully. So you excited for the PlayStation launch?
I am. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to get. I've made my mind up last week on the episode that I'm going to get Spider-Man Ultimate and obviously Cyberpunk. So. That'll keep me busy. And like I've said before, I'm away for a weekend the day after it comes out, so I'll be taking it with me.
I know. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that week when we record on the Friday morning.
On the Friday morning, yeah. So we've got it gets delivered on the Thursday. We need to play as much as we can and then record a podcast Friday morning before I leave to go away. So
pretty much, yeah.
It's gonna be a bit hectic, but hey, that's what we've got to do. Our listeners want content. This is what we've got to do.
Well, yeah, we're never going to miss a week. Well, we'll try not to unless, I don't know, I suppose if one of us dies, we'll grieve like a week. Yeah. We'll out of respects, we'll leave it a week and then we'll easily replace the other person with
we'll play the
Brad's dog or something.
Bits. Dogs, the best bits, me saying
best bits like tops and the top bits, and
then we just have to move on. But we was going to record it where I'm staying, but we don't know what the Wi-Fi is going to be like. So yeah, Friday morning is probably the best.
Yeah. Have you got that? How much time have you got booked off? Have you booked time off of work or not?
I've got a whole week off.
Prior or the week after?
Yeah, prior. Okay. Yeah. And then I've got like a long weekend, when I'm away. So yeah, it's good. And I'm off next week as well. Not this week, not tomorrow. I'm off. I've got a week off work the following week as well. So
okay, that's really cool. Yeah, no, I've got for anybody who's not in the UK, the launch is on the 19th, which is a Thursday here. So I've got the Thursday and the Friday off. And then there was like a discussion at work with one of my friends that he's going to be booking the week after off as well. And it's kind of like, oh, do I want to do that? I kind of can't because I've got stuff to do at work. And then it's kind of like, is most likely we'll be in some kind of lockdown, or I'll be working from home because then, so it's kind of like, although obviously it's not the same playing PlayStation and then working, but when you're at home, obviously I can jump in between maybe lunch or when I finish kind of thing. There's no kind of traveling, although I live literally a 10-minute walk away, which is
all right. Yeah,
it's nothing, but
I'll be taking it with me to our little cabin, and then just be playing it over the weekend. So the weekend after the week after the show, we can the podcast, we can have a more in-depth discussion.
Hopefully we can. Got a new glass just to prove that I'm not a Sony pony.
Little PlayStation glass there for the listeners who can't see. A little fanboy, ain't you? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get an Xbox glass.
Just broken, overheated.
Yeah. Well, that's apparently that wasn't true about it getting hot. Like Microsoft come out and was like, "This it's bullshit. It doesn't." Yeah,
it might have been bullshit. It might have been something at Sony going, let's. It was someone putting crowns. They were like testing how many things they could put in the hold, and then it overheated.
Clogging it up.
That could have been.
Yeah, apparently that was.
But again, it is preview units, so there might have been maybe one or two. Yeah. Like they've sent out, I don't know, 1,000, and then 2 overheated. Then they're all overheated. When it's in reality, 998 of them were fine. Do you know what I mean? So similar with like a few years ago. Do you remember when the Samsung? It was one of the Galaxies, and I think their batteries were exploding.
The Note. Yeah, the Note was like exploding. Yeah.
So there was like every Samsung phone is going to explode when it was literally just one specific phone. I don't think all of them did like in that kind of.
I think it was quite a lot though. There was quite a high number of the Notes exploding. I think at one point they got banned from planes. You couldn't take them on a plane.
Oh, really?
Because they could explode. So it's just
Talking about phones, iPhone event this Tuesday. I can't wait. I think I'm very, very tempted to upgrade. It's like the longest I've gone, like keeping my iPhone. I've got like an iPhone 10. I think this will be the 4th year I've had it. So, 5G. Hopefully, gotten faster refresh rate, but the rumors are saying they're not. New processor, A14 chip, which is supposed to be really good. So, and a new design as well. So,
I'll stick with my my phone I've got now. So,
no, looking forward to that. Anyway, on to the gaming news of the week. It's been a fairly busy one. I think it was more PlayStation side. I've been kind of dipping in with a few blog posts each day. Still, obviously, no UI or anything like that. I'm sure that will just be a blog post at one point.
Yeah.
Could even be at some point next week, I would imagine, or the week after. I feel like it's like we're very close to it because they're literally giving you every piece of information that we've all been asking for. And literally, the only thing that's kind of missing now is that they've literally answered all the other questions. So I feel like we're pretty close. But before we go on to the actual console stuff, Ghost of Tsushima Legends and New Game Plus is out on the 16th, which I believe is the Friday coming, or this Friday.
Yes, I think so. Yeah,
which is pretty cool. Also, which is not mentioned in this, but they actually put it on Twitter, is that on the PS5, Ghost will actually run at 60 frames, 4K 60 frames rather than 30 through the boost mode on the PS5, which is quite cool.
Okay,
be supporting that because that's still a little bit unclear of like what the boost mode does with some games. Does it improve the frame rate? Does it not? And I think it just depends on whether or not the actual developer actually makes those improvements or the patch or whatever it is to do that. But I'm pretty impressed by this Legends. What do you think of it before I go into the?
I'll give it a go. Yeah, I really enjoyed Ghosts. So there's no went back and platinumed it. So I'll give this a go. It's kind of like the fact that it's kind of based more on the mythical side of it. So I'll definitely give it a play. We'll probably play it together, won't we? Give it a little No, he's saying no. Okay.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
We give it a little trial, and then we can talk about it on here. So yeah, I'm up for free update as well. You can't really go wrong, can you? So
yeah, no, it's so generous. I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually a paid game, because look at it. It's, so if you don't know, so Ghost of Tsushima Legends is a brand new online competitive multiplayer experience. Like you just said, it's a free update for anybody that owns Ghost of Tsushima, and it's basically, I think it's a team of 4, and then I think there's a couple of modes. So I think there's one where it's a team of 2, and then there's a story missions, and then there's a 4-player survival missions as well as a raid, which is like, wow, this is seems like quite a lot here, which is quite cool. Yeah. I'm interested to see what these missions are, and obviously there's different classes. So you got obviously the samurai, the hunter, the ronin, the assassin. The assassin looks so cool. I think that's I've got my eyes on the assassin, but the raid is 4 players, so we'll need to find a few other people to play if we're going to do a raid. But yeah, no, it looks really cool. And obviously the new game plus is the other part that will be added to this version 1.1. Which, to be fair, I won't be doing New Game Plus. I never do New Game Plus. Do you ever do New Game Plus?
No, I think I started it on Arkham City, New Game Plus. Yeah, but because some of the games are when you just unlock New Game Plus as soon as you beat the game once, and it's in with the trophies on it. So,
okay, yeah.
I think Arkham City was like that. So yeah, but yeah, I tend to not go back for a New Game Plus. I'll just stick with. Well, if I've completed the game, I used to replay games a lot more back when I had some more free time, but now it's one and done really. So I probably won't go for a New Game Plus. Oh, Last of Us, the original Last of Us was obviously that was a I done it. Was that kind of, well, no, it wasn't really a New Game Plus. I kind of done it.
It was
on
grounded,
standard.
wasn't it?
Yeah, I done it on standard. Then I'd done it on Survivor, and then that grounded come out a little while later when they done like an update. So I didn't do it on grounded. I done it on Survivor though. Okay. So, yes.
Talking about Last of Us, it's interesting because I believe they're doing a multiplayer thing as well for Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting when that comes. Obviously, it's not even been like a trailer or any announcement of that yet. So obviously, it's coming at some point in 2021, I would imagine. And obviously, maybe I don't know if that will be. Obviously, they're going to be cross, but it'd be interesting to see what they add there and whether or not it's a free update as well, which I imagine it will be.
Talking about The Last of Us as well, I know I'm not the biggest fan of The Last of Us 2, but I am now. I was just thinking about maybe I will go in and platinum it, just because it's an easy platinum.
Is it really?
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe I'll with the new trophy system that we'll talk about later on, maybe it'd be a little easy, an easy addition.
So you're going to play on the PS5?
Well, I've got to get it back off my mate first because he's got it still. But
okay.
I'll do it. Maybe.
Cool.
I don't really have a lot of time to play new games, let alone going back to games I've done before and don't like. So
platinum a game that you don't enjoy. I don't do that at all.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got like 2 rules with my platinums. It's kind of like I need to really enjoy the game. And I feel like it's got to be worthwhile. Like it's something to say like I've got the platinum for this. So I'll never do like my name is Mayo or one of those things where it's literally you're just buying it just for the platinum.
Yeah.
Because I don't see the credibility in that at all. So
I've got one of my proudest platinums is what is it? Skyrim, obviously. And then that was I enjoyed the game. Really loved the game. But to get one of the platinum, you need to do certain Thieves Guild missions, and you kind of had to do so many little side quests, so many just quests for them before it opened up to the mission that counted towards the trophy. So I think I ended up doing like 30 odd missions for them, like before and it dragged. It really, really dragged. But that was the last one I needed to get. So when I got that, it was a huge, it's huge.
Yeah, when you're in near close to the finishing line, the nonsense that you'll put up with.
I know, exactly, like, ridiculous.
I will obviously save it for when we're talking about what we've been playing this week, but obviously I went back to Ghost.
Yeah.
The new trophy system also inspired me to I need to get the plat now because I was also a little bit concerned that you'd be a higher level than me, and I didn't want that. So, so I thought, all right, let's get this plat because I was pretty close to it, and I realized I was not close to it at all. I've done 2 sessions. I've probably put in about 6 or 8 hours more,
Yeah.
and I'm still not done it. I'm like, because there's so many question marks, and I didn't realize some of the question marks were actually like side missions and things.
Yeah.
And I still haven't got the one that you didn't get. No, when you was like do the last. No, I've got it. Yeah, I've done the duel now. I've done it last night. Yeah. I did it with the guy that's not spoilers. It's just a side mission, but the guy's like a fake samurai. He's pretending to be.
Okay, yeah.
That was
the last one. Okay, yeah. So I've done that mission like really early on in the game.
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't do that at all. So
yeah,
because I was also a little bit confused because it didn't make sense because I beat the game and because where Jin is, and then there's a samurai, and then sat there for a second. I was like,
"What's going on?"
This doesn't make sense to how the story goes. But it turns out that he's not really a samurai anyway. So it still did kind of make sense. But yeah.
No, I did island to island, region to region. I went down every single question mark, every single haiku, and that's how I done it. So I know it took me longer to complete the game, but when I had to go back to get I think I had to get 3 trophies, so that's why, because I took longer during my actual playthrough.
You did. I was quite impressed with how quickly you did platinum it, actually, because I kind of beat it. And then I feel like it was only like, a week or 2 weeks later, then you actually beat it.
Beat it and platinumed it,
Yeah, but then you platinumed it at the same time. I was like, oh, Jesus, like you stuck up on me. You like, it was a ghost and you stabbed me in the back when I was around the campfire. So
that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah. Sneak attack. Stealth.
Yes.
You have no honor.
Nah.
Anyway. News story number 2.
The next news story is his PlayStation as well. It's they're going to change. Sony's launching a new PlayStation Store later this month, and like and the mobile app, you'll no longer be able to buy legacy consoles on this. I know PS3, Vita, and PSP games through the new store. You can still get them from what I'm reading here. The article I'm reading, you can still get them through their perspective, stores, but the new one, and they're also going to remove all the PS4 themes and avatars and that. So they're kind of just gearing up now. That's it. That's the history. They're gearing up for the PS5. So it looks like you can still be able to buy PS4 games, but not anything else. And to be fair, I don't really know who's still buying PSP games. From
there's probably someone that's got a PSP and a Vita, who's still playing the Vita. I know
I've still got my Vita somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's here.
It's the only PlayStation console product, whatever you want to call it, hardware that I've ever had. I've had every single one, including like PSVR and obviously PSP and even like PlayStation Slim, PS2 Slim, like every console, and obviously the PS4 Pro, and both versions of the PS3 as well. But literally the only one I never had was a Vita. So
that's where. Oh, go on. Sorry.
No, go on. Say what you say.
I was going to say, the talk about platinums are on. That's where I got a few of my platinums. I got them on the Vita, so I got playing like The Wolf Among Us, Telltale, and Lord of the Rings Lego, and Harry Potter Lego as well. I got on there. I did. Yeah. So because the Lego games were great to play on the Vita, like all handheld, and it was fun. And when we was having that little competition, I went away once and on holiday, and I took my Vita with me and grabbed another couple of platinums while I was away. And it's just But I enjoyed the Vita actually. Yeah. It's I did like it when on the PlayStation Plus you used to get PS4, PS3, and a PS Vita game, but obviously that stopped last year or the year before. But
it'd be interesting of how that's going to work on the PS5, because now we're getting the collection. Is it going to be each month, instead of having like 2 games like it is now on PS Plus? Is it going to be here's 2 games or 3 or 4 games being added to the collection?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Is that going to be the thing now? It's like it's not 2 PS5 games. It's going to be here's 2 PS4 games added to the collection of the library you've already got.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I wonder. Yeah, the collection in some ways is it's more accessible because there's been a couple of months where I've missed the games, up downloaded them in time, and they're gone. But with the collection, they're just kind of there, aren't they? So you can just play them whenever. So yeah. And let's face it, it's going to be light on the ground when Well, they're going to give away PS5 games. I can't really remember how they did it with the PS4. I think it was just like some little indie titles and that they give away at first, weren't it? Until they started getting like a bigger back catalogue. So
I feel like one of the first ones was Resogun, if I remember rightly.
Okay, yeah.
Was that a PS Plus game? I feel like that was. Yeah.
I remember there was one. I can't remember what it was though. I can't remember. I don't know. But that'd be quite interesting to see how they do that. Yeah. It could be just add stuff to the collection, like you say.
I feel like when it first started, I can't really remember, but I feel like it was one PS4 game and either two or maybe one PS3 at the beginning, and then obviously over time it then changed, and obviously it was just PS4. But I feel like they're going to just change it to the collection, and it's just going to be adding things to the collection rather than having PS5 games. That's what I think they'll do.
That does make more sense.
So we'll see how it goes. I feel like the first real big one for me on like the PS Plus was Rocket League. I thought that was a really great game on PS Plus, and it really like benefited the game really well. So and it's good that it's gone back to free to play, because it kind of adds that player base back there. And I feel like a lot of these type games should be free to play, and they're kind of just completely missing out. I'd be like we was talking about like a month ago now when we were talking about that Rocket Arena. Like, I have no idea why EA thought they could charge you £70 or £60 or whatever it was for a battle royale game.
Yeah, exactly.
You're crazy. It's not going to work. And I wouldn't be surprised if I was the indie developers that made Fall Guys. I know it was a part of PS Plus, so a lot of people did get it for free on PlayStation, but I'll just make it a free-to-play game. Why are you charging people now for it? So, I definitely think it's the way forward for a lot of these games. And there's a game that's we'll talk about maybe a little bit later that's coming out on the launch of the PS5, which is that Destruction All-Star. Which seems like a arena type thing, and it's £70 a game. It's like ridiculous. It's a mistake. You need to make it free to play.
Yeah, make it free to play on launch day, and then people can just jump in and have got their just got their new consoles and that. Yeah. This makes.
I would download it if it was free to play.
Yeah, I would as well. Yeah,
and if it was generally a really fun game, and there was like a battle pass and there was some cosmetic things. Although I haven't bought anything on Fall Guys, there's a few times where I've thought about it. I'm in the store. I'm like, oh, that's a little good outfit, and I'm having fun time playing it. But they must make so much money from that, and they would do as well. So I feel like it's a bit of a
missed opportunity.
Yeah, I feel like they would make more money. If they made it free to play. Yeah.
Hey, they don't listen to us. We keep emailing them, but they don't listen. So
yeah. Okay. Is it my turn now? I've lost where we were.
Yeah, your turn.
Talking for so long. Okay, so we'll go on to my favorite news story, maybe ever. And that's the new trophy levels and system.
Okay, yeah.
So the first thing that's been changed is that they've changed the leveling system. So instead of it being from 1 to 100, it's gone from 1 to 99, I believe. Or is it 100 to 99? I put 1, but I think it's 99. 100 to 99.
Okay, yeah.
999.
Yeah, 999 is the max level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for example, how they basically, so you're not going to lose any of your level or whatever it is. It's basically just going to convert it. So, according to the blog post, if you were level 12, your level would jump somewhere in the low 200s. So that's kind of how they're converting it at the moment. So I was level 15 before, I believe, and I'm now 273. So
yeah, I was level 15, but I think Ghost pushed me over the 15 point.
Okay.
So, and now I'm 261. So
okay, yeah. The new leveling structure then, like reading this, then made me think that you would be ahead of me, because I think you've got what, 12, 13 plats?
13, yeah.
Yeah, 13. And I've got 6, 7, I think. So obviously you got twice as many as me. So I thought you'd be ahead of me just because the new trophy level calculation system is more optimized and rewarding. Players will progress quicker through the early levels, and levels will increase more consistency. Platinum trophies will count more towards your level progression, making them even more valuable. So because they're even more valuable than they were before.
Yeah.
I just kind of thought, oh, you're going to shoot way ahead of me.
Yeah. You must have more golds and bronzes, or you must have more everything else than me. So
yeah, I think I've got like 2,500 trophies.
Yeah.
Overall. So yeah, I feel like the quantity of my trophies
But I'm not that far behind. You know, I'm what, 13 points?
No, you're very close. That's no, you're very, very close.
Yeah. So
but we're still in the bronze section, which I'm a little bit I want to get out of that bronze section. So you got the tiers. So it does start at 1. It wasn't 100. Okay. So yeah, if you're from 1 to 299, you're in the bronze section.
Oh, we're shit, yeah.
So you're basically in the brown shit section.
Yeah.
You're not a true gamer. I'm not a fanboy.
Yeah.
I'm just a fake fanboy. And then from 300 to 599, you're a silver member. And then 600 to 998 is gold. And obviously the platinum members are the 999. So
I'd like to know how many people out there are 999.
There's a few.
Yeah.
I think I saw a few people on Twitter show their level when it was 999, and they're mostly people that have YouTube channels that about platinum trophies and guides. So there's a few of them. There's a few good ones out there that I've followed a couple of times, and I'm pretty sure all of them must be on 999. Sorry. So
yeah.
Although it's kind of an incentive. If I was like top level straight away, I'd be like, oh, there's nothing to push towards.
What's the point? Yeah.
Although we're like top tier brown or bronze, there's a lot of levels for us to climb up, and we will very soon be silver. So, and then obviously you've got to deal with the silvers, and then it will be gold. But yeah, and obviously the icons, them new trophy icon levels will actually be displayed, I believe, on the PS5. So when you see sort of that little one trophy symbol that's next to your PSN ID and your avatar, whatever, it will also have your icon of your trophy level. So you will be identified whether or not you're a shit player, a silver player, or a gold player. So I definitely don't want to be a shit player.
No. Yeah, well, you never know. We might be out of that. We might be out of that bracket soon. So onto the silver tier
before the launch. Yeah, that's my incentive. I want to be. That's my goal. 300 before the 19th.
Okay. Well, you got a lot of games to play then. So
I don't know how quick. Yeah, I don't know how quickly I will progress. Let's see what I do when I get the platform.
Yeah, when you get the platinum, see what happens. Yeah.
See how many levels I go up. I might be very close after that. So let's see.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will completely lose all credibility, and I'll just buy My Name is Mayo and the Telltale Games.
Yeah, you'll just do it. Yeah, and you just do it that way. Yeah.
If it has to be, if it's November and I've not even got into like 280, it might be a bit desperate times, and I might have to just lose all my credibility and just do it.
No, I don't. I'm not going to go to that length. I don't. Yeah,
no?
I just.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll just go and see what happens. Yeah.
Before you move on, the last part of the story, which wasn't on the official blog post, well, not in the UK one anyway, there was it wasn't really a leak. It got posted in error on the French PS blog post.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they posted, and on Push Square, which is a great PlayStation news site, basically someone translated it into English. And it was basically a PS5 console trophy tracker. How close are you to earning that rare gold trophy? It seems like there's going to be a tracking system on the PS5 for trophies, which is fantastic. It's something that I've always wanted, and it's obviously there's many great things on Xbox in terms of like the software, which is just so more superior to the PlayStation. Yeah. And then obviously Sony is slowly adding more and more of these features, which are just really, really helpful. I just would like to see that little notification come up on your top of your TV, like when you're trying to get those, I don't know, artifacts or then records in Ghost of Tsushima, and you've got to get 20 of them, and you're like, how many have I got? I know you can go into the menu, but sometimes there are certain things where it's like, how many times have I done this? I don't actually know. There have been certain trophies where I'm like, how close am I? I don't know how close I am. When it's like, it might be like a moveset, like you got to dodge so many times or do this perfect thing, or it's like, okay, I've done this quite a lot of times. I haven't got the trophy yet. How close am I? Like, so having that little tracking system to see how many you've actually done is yes, it's brilliant. I can't.
Talking of again, back to platinums, one that should count, but it doesn't, obviously, because I've got a few. You don't get platinum trophies on Xbox, obviously. You just get like 1,000 out of 1,000, so you just get the completion, achievements. Yep. And one of my proudest ones as well was the original Dead Space, where you had to do it on like the hardest level.
Okay, yeah.
And I got that on the 360. That was, I got that 1,000 out of 1,000 gamer score. And and I nearly had it on Dead Space 2 as well. That one was where you couldn't load more than two, like die twice. Like you couldn't die more than twice. On not on easy either, on zealot mode. So no, sorry, not die twice. It was 2 saves. So you couldn't save more than twice. So you had to,
okay.
like, you could just be like going along, done it for ages. But if you haven't saved, if you die and you haven't saved for like 4 hours ago, that's it. You're back there. But Dead Space 1 was one of my was one of the big ones, and
wow,
that's over on Xbox.
No, that's a great achievement that you've done there. There is, I can't remember what game it is. There is a game. I've never done it, but there was a game where you had to play it on hard mode, and you literally had to do it without dying once. And it was generally like a really difficult game as well, and it was like. That could just go fuck itself.
There's a trophy for...
wow, that's just mental.
Trophy or an achievement for BioShock 1 where you can't use a Vita chamber, so you can't die. Because if you die on that game, you're just going to get brought back to life in the Vita chambers. So there is a trophy on that where you can't use that. You can't...
Okay,
so you can't
that
die
might be
once.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, it's...
I know obviously you might not be as big as fan as me in terms of trophies, but what do you prefer? Do you prefer achievements or trophies in terms of comparing them?
I used to be an absolute achievement whore. Like I used to get as many many an hour I spent trying to get the Mongoose Mowdown achievement on Halo 3. I got it in the end, and I was obsessed. And then I had quite a high gamer score. I think I had like 50,000, like 55,000 gamer score. But then kind of when I moved over to PlayStation, it's when I started playing on the Switch when there's no achievements or anything on the Switch, and I was playing through The Witcher. I just kind of thought, I like to get that sense of achievement.
I really miss that on the Switch. I agree with you. I would love if they had some kind of achievement trophy system.
But then I kind of thought I'm playing the game for fun, so I don't mind. So now if I like Ghosts, I was so close to it, I thought I might as well go in and do it.
Yep.
But then if I finish a game and then I'm like I had fun with it, I'm not like God of War. I really love that game, but I'm not really fussed about getting a platinum or anything. So if there's a few easy ones, I've still got a little bit of compulsiveness, because if there is a few easy ones, kind of go in and just do a certain thing to get it. I'll do it just to have a little sweep up at the end after I complete the game. But
the God of War is not that easy. I had to do a guide because of all the crows, like the Raven eyes they were called. Yeah, it was.
See, I wouldn't go back.
Odin, sorry, not Raven. Odin eyes. Sorry,
I wouldn't go back and do that. I just, it's just.
Yeah,
it's not for me. But like I say, it's still a little bit there. I do like them. Yeah, I do like trophies.
But you get the avatar, which I think is quite cool. I think more platinum should come with like a little gift. Like you get obviously my avatar is the platinum avatar for God of War, and I've got one for Spider-Man as well. They both give it to you. So they were both really good. It's a shame that Ghost and Last of Us and all that don't do that as well. So
it's like years ago on the 360, you used to get certain achievements. You used to unlock clothes and that for your avatar.
Okay.
So that was good. Like you could get the achievement popped in, and it's like you've unlocked this T-shirt or whatever. So that was cool. I think I got some for Fable. I think if you beat the Fable, you got like the King's outfit in that. So
really? Okay, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I did enjoy that. So
no, it's good. Good little incentives.
Yeah. Right, on to the next news bit. We've got an update on Final Fantasy 16 from Square Enix. So they basically said they've completed basic development, so it shouldn't have to wait as long as nearly as long as it took for Final Fantasy 15. So I've got a statement here. We have already completed basic development and scenario production and are continuing to create large-scale resources and build boss battles while expanding our various development tools. The listing also says most of our staff are carrying out their work remotely. So obviously due to the pandemic, people are working from home more, not in the offices. But yeah, they've completed basic development. So it doesn't say when it will still come out. It says here like Final Fantasy 15 was announced in 2012 and it didn't come out to 2016. So that's 4 years, obviously. So maybe maybe it'd be 2 years from now. So 2022 that we'll actually get the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like a little update to say, yeah, look, we're going to, they showed us that visual, visually pleasing trailer. So they're just, a little update to the fans, but still no date of when it will actually be coming out. So
it could be a real shock if it does come next year. I don't think it will.
Would be,
I think it will be 2022, like you just said. But yeah, it'll be another one that we could add to our list of great games coming in 2021 if it does make it. But that they've done, was it the core of the game or whatever, like most of the game?
So all of that, so I suppose like the groundwork is there. Now they're just going to have to add all the other aspects to it. So,
They've done the story. They finished the story, and now they've started on the game. Yeah,
they've started recording the music. So.
Yeah, exactly. So 2022 is probably when we will probably see it, but it might be a bit of a surprise, and we get it 2021.
Yeah, back end of 2021 maybe, but I reckon it will be because like they say there, they've done it. They're saying it shouldn't take as long as Final Fantasy 15, but they're still not saying half. It's going to be half the time. You know what I mean? So 2022 I reckon would be that one. Yeah,
same. No, I think so. It's a great scoop from Sony to get that exclusive as well, which is it's quite incredible that such a big game and such a big franchise that PlayStation can just be like, let's just make this console exclusive.
Everyone's snapping up their exclusivities, isn't they? So it's
with IPs, that might be a thing what Sony can do, rather than obviously they haven't got the actual finances to buy like a Bethesda like Microsoft did. But if they can just get these big franchises and just be like, let's make this one-off game exclusive.
Exactly. Yeah. It's going to draw people in. Definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah. Big moves from the big players.
Yes. Big players. Yeah. Okay. So the next news story, which I think everybody's been waiting for, really, and it's quite of a big one. So I'll kind of read parts of it, but it's another blog post from PlayStation. And it's about the backwards capabilities, how the boost modes works on selected PS4 titles, etc. And it's just a lot of good news, really, in my opinion. Obviously, a lot of the rumors were that we wouldn't be able to transfer save data and things like that, and how would it all work? But if you want the full rundown, obviously just go onto PlayStation.blog, and obviously everything is there if you want to view it. But basically, if you got the digital edition, obviously you can play PS4 digital games. Obviously, you can just download them. It obviously says if you've got the discs of the PS4 game, obviously since there is no disc drive, you obviously won't be able to play those, which is an obvious thing. But obviously, I guess they have to tell people that. Obviously, if you do have the disc version of the PS5, obviously it's the same thing.
This guy.
Like Brad, like Mr. Seeley does. You can obviously play the game discs, so you can still play your game disc, and obviously you can still download them from the store.
Okay.
So you got the best of both worlds. Another great thing is when you sign into your PS5 onto your account onto the PlayStation Network, you will automatically see your library of PS4 content. So as soon as you go into them and you see your library, all your PS4 games will be there, and you just click download, and it'll just be as easy as that, which is I think which is fantastic. Goes on about there's some odd things. One odd thing which doesn't affect us because we don't have PSVR, but the so the PlayStation 5 camera doesn't work on PSVR. You basically got to connect your PS4 camera and then have a dongle that they will send to you for free, apparently. I don't know how you get this. So basically, and there's no mention of how you get this dongle when this dongle is available. So if you want to play PSVR day one, it seems like you can't on your PS5.
Can't. Yeah, just get your PS4 back out again. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, don't put it away, I suppose. But it's a little bit strange.
Yeah, no, that is. I saw the list of games that weren't backwards compatible, and most of them I'd never heard of, and I'd never played any of them. So
no, it's great, isn't it? It's only
I was like, well, that's not going to affect me at all. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, no, it's great. There's another question saying, can you stream PS4 games on PS5? And he went, yes, through remote play from PS4 to PS5, and PS Now streaming are supported. So probably I'll go a little bit into hopefully how it's going to work on iOS is maybe the new story that you mentioned in a bit. And it's another reason why I kind of would like the new iPhone with the 5G with the fast speeds. Almost be like a Vita, but obviously on your phone with the screen. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you've finished that. I will move into that next story about the xCloud. So Microsoft announced that they are bringing xCloud to iOS via like a browser. So they said they're hoping to get the app like they've got it on Android devices, but at the minute, obviously, Apple are kind of being a little bit restrictive because they kind of want them to sign off on every game that's going to be able to be streamed, and it's just not feasible. So they're going to bring it to iOS via like a browser, like a web browser, so you still be able to play it, and they're going to bring out a PC one as well. So like I don't actually know what it means, actually. So it's weird. Microsoft wasn't impressed with Apple's approach, and xCloud potential launch on iPhones and iPads has been left in limbo as a result. We understand Microsoft is targeting early 2021 for a web-based version of xCloud for Apple devices. This browser version would bypass the App Store, just like Amazon is doing with the new Luna game streaming service. So I don't know if maybe Microsoft was kind of like looking over the fence and they saw what Amazon was doing, and I was like, maybe we'll have a little gun with that. So it's good news for us, although you haven't got an Xbox. But I've got Game Pass, and I would like to be able to play.
I don't need an Xbox though.
Oh yeah, you don't need an Xbox. Yeah, well, yeah. You can, if you wanted to, sign up for Game Pass Ultimate. I've already got it, so it would be nice if I could play on my iPad. Especially I've got like a 12.9 inch iPad. It would be nice to just play that, or you can get little holders, can't you, for the controller for your phone, so you can
I think that's the most appealing thing. You basically turn your phone into like a Switch.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then through a cloud game, and if you've got a really strong connection, like you got like 5G or you're connected to Wi-Fi and it's working really good, I think that's really a really competitive thing. Probably why Sony and all that are not interested in doing another Vita, because you can turn every phone into a Vita and you can just play your PS5 games straight off onto your phone with this little like switch connected, like similar to what Xbox is doing. Yeah, that's
exactly. Yeah,
that's great.
Doing it.
Yeah.
They also put that Phil Spencer has plans for xCloud and PC. So he says it's a great opportunity for both Game Pass and game streaming. Microsoft is now aiming to bring xCloud to Windows 10 PCs in 2021. So yeah, it's coming to that as well. So yeah, no, it's good. It's nice because, like you said, it got announced for iOS, for Android, and when it's coming out. And then I think we said in the previous episode there was just kind of Apple said no, and it was just kind of like no word from it after that. I know they was obviously trying to do some deals in the background, but
no, it's going to call.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about the Epic thing? Epic?
No. I mean, like just just with xCloud going onto iOS, we did have no news of what was happening. But yeah, this is a nice little update, and like they say, they're still working on the app. So hopefully, if Apple does change its mind or they get given enough money, they would, let the app go in. But I
don't think it's about money. I don't think whether or not they change their mind. I think they'll have to change their policies of the App Store and how their policies of the App Store works. It's just, it will violate it. And obviously they're very controlling. We'll put it like that.
Their own little ecosystem. So
yeah, but I'm sure they will update it because it's like what we said before. It's no different from Netflix, Prime, any movie or TV streaming service. Game streaming is the exact same thing, and no one at Apple like checks every single thing that pops up on Netflix around the world. So that's absolute bollocks. So as soon as they update their terms and conditions for game streaming to be the same as like TV streaming, and then it'll go beyond there.
Be all right,
yeah. Give it a year or so, and I'm sure it will be. I do have a list of them PS4 games you were mentioning, in case if anybody's interested.
Okay,
and you're right, it's I'm sure there might be someone out there that's absolute gutted that they can't play Joe's Diner on their PS5. But, Joe's Diner is one of them. Hitman Go, We Sing, Robinson The Journey, Shadow Complex Remastered, Just Deal With It, TT Isle of Man.
Okay, it's a motorbike racing, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah. Ride on the Edge 2. Yeah. Afro Samurai 2. And Shadwin, is that how you say that? I'm not sure. But yeah, they're basically the 10, obviously, groundbreaking games on the PS4 that are not coming over. So I'm sure someone's very disappointed.
Yeah. Like I said, I saw that list and I was like, it doesn't affect me at all. So
Yeah. So that's really cool. And obviously some selected games on the PS4 will obviously benefit from the game boost on the PS5. So I imagine the frame rates will increase, whatever, a bit like Ghost of Tsushima, as it's confirmed that they will be. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to the SSD, faster load times, and if they have some games that improve on the frame rates as well, I'm all up for that. Can't wait.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely. That is that's exciting. It's really go. Yeah, we've got this new. Yeah, the new gen is going to be. Yeah, it's going to be really good.
It's going to be
I'm
glad
I got my pre-ordering because I haven't seen any more recently. We've got another batch of pre-orders open. Come and try your luck or whatever. It's kind of just they're 2 weeks, on the trot, and then after that, there's nothing. So
I don't think there will be now. There might be one more, but I feel like we're getting too close to it. I feel like they must have
maybe at launch there'll be a few available, and then then that's it.
Yeah, and talking about my pre-order, I did actually check it because I don't know if I said this last week, but I know I mentioned it. But my brother kind of said he wants one of my pre-orders.
Yeah.
So I did double check the game one because, like I said, I wasn't actually sure I've got it because I've heard nothing from them at all. So I did log into my game login, and according to that, I do have it according to their thing. So I'm just gonna update the details, the banking and the address details So it will just be delivered to my mum's address so my brother can have it. So talking about games on launch, obviously the 2 games that you're going to be playing and the same as me, Cyberpunk and Spider-Man Miles, and obviously the remastered, both went gold.
I saw the Cyberpunk one went gold,
So fantastic. No more delays for those 2. There's a little bit of a controversy which we didn't mention last week because I just think it's a little bit of nonsense really, about the crunch in CD Projekt Red.
Yeah,
obviously they told them to work 6 to 8 weeks until the launch, but it's kind of like the launch is like 4 weeks away. It's like 4 or 5 weeks. Do you know what I mean? It's like And I think the compensation they get for it as well, they get paid it obviously a little bit, and I think the bonuses they get. Obviously, I've not looked into it, but I'm pretty sure I read or heard someone say it. It was like it works out to be like, obviously it's translated because it's obviously in Polish, but I think it works out to be like $50,000 each.
Jesus.
Which is like, I don't feel sorry for people. I'm sorry.
Is it $50,000 or is it 50,000 zloty? Because that's the Polish currency.
No, like the translation, it translates to
okay.
I'm pretty sure it translates to be like that's what their bonuses will get because when the game sells and their predictions of how much it's going to sell, each staff member gets like a percentage of that, and I think that is like their little. I think I'll get that right. I might have got my numbers wrong there, but I'm pretty sure it was 50 because it was like, wow, that's
a lot. Yeah, well, see, if they was getting pushed to do it and they weren't getting no compensation, no extra pay, and anything like that, obviously then that would be terrible. But and having the feeling of having to work when you're stressed and you're under the pressure is horrible anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's you know.
Oh yeah, no.
100 minutes.
Obviously, there's a human element of grinding and working very hard, but one extra day for 5 weeks, and then you get this massive playoff, or you have to delay the game again, and you can't push it back like a week because that's like Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Then it's Christmas, so then you probably got to push it back to like what, January, February.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
And then that's a lot of great time for this massive game. You want this game. And then obviously they will miss out on the Game Awards. And I'm sure they want to win every single Game Award of 2020 and be the best game. Although the competition this year is quite hot. Although next year will be difficult as well with God of War and stuff. But if obviously God of War makes it and Zelda, like that's a battle. That's a battle and a half.
Yeah, if they both come out.
Yeah, they both come out next year. That is one hell of a battle. But I can't remember what I was saying now. I've completely lost my train of thought. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
If I was an employee there that was getting that kind of money, it was like working an extra day, although I would be stressed, I would much prefer that than delay it even longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, no. Good stuff. Have you got another news story?
No, that's it. That's it from me.
We've got one about those. It's one. It must have come out a little while ago because it said with the PlayStation launch less than 2 months away. So obviously, and as we know, it's now 36 days. So,
yes, we do. And
they're just talking about the 3D audio on the PS5. So on launch, you're not going to have the full 3D audio through the speakers that are built into TVs, but they're hoping to bring it to it in 2021. But they're saying that you can experience the full best 3D audio with the compatible headsets, and obviously one of them is the I don't know what it's called. The white one that's coming out for the PS5. I don't know what it's called. Kind of like the one that you've got, but the PS5 version.
Yeah, I think it's called. Is it just the PS5 headset? I don't know if it's got a name.
Okay.
It may have a name, but I'm pretty sure it's the PS5 headset. The one I've got is a PlayStation one. It's the PlayStation Gold.
Yeah.
Which is listed as supported, so my headset will support.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah. So it's saying that when it launches, compatible headsets will have the 3D audio tech on it, and so yours is one of them. The brand new one they've released with the PS5 is obviously going to have it as well, which I think they're currently sold out a lot of places. So it probably if the one that you've got is compatible, it probably would be cheaper just to get one of them, and you
might as well just buy my one.
Yeah,
although I guess we'll talk about it in the teardown thing. There is a couple of normal USB ports. I think there's is there like 3 USB ports, 1 USB-C? I think that's the ports in the PS5. So yeah, the actual headset that I've got, it has a little dongle, like a USB dongle that you put in front, which you obviously plug into the PlayStation. So
yeah.
Obviously you're about to do that with the PS5 as well. So there's no problems there.
Yeah, no, I think I saw that it has two. It has 2 normal USB-As, and it has Type C. So
okay,
two A's and a C. So that's it really. It's just about not going to be able to have it through the TVs, but it will come next year, hopefully.
Which is difficult to have surround sound through TVs anyway, unless you've got some kind of setup
sound
with
bar.
the
setup.
They're not exactly great.
No.
Which you don't realize until you actually play a game with a headset. Like playing God of War on a headset is game change. Like honestly, that music, it changes the game completely. Like the headset you're wearing now, play God of War with that headset on. Honestly, it's a different game.
Well, the TV I use now, I tried to play Ghost with a headset on, and I think the jack in the TV's broke because it was echoey and you couldn't really hear anything, and the volume was still coming out of the TV as well.
Okay.
So I think it's just broke. So when I've got obviously bought a new TV, so I'm going to get a Bluetooth one like yours, and then
sure. So the audio jack, you try plugging it into a TV.
Yeah. So these are wired headphones I've got on now. They're just normal headphones.
Yeah.
So I plugged the audio jack into the back of the TV, but I think it's just...
Why didn't you plug it into the controller?
I did, and it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I tried that
that's
well.
the easy solution.
I tried that as well, and it didn't work. It's either the headphones or the TV. I don't know, but I'm going to invest in some like some wireless ones. So
no, good stuff. Forward. One piece of news that I kind of missed off the article earlier about the PlayStation 5 backwards capability, and obviously one of the rumors about save data. So basically you can transfer your game saves from the PS5 console to the PS4 either through a LAN cable or through Wi-Fi. So it is possible to sync and transfer all your game data that way.
Okay, cool.
So you're not going to lose any of your save data on the PS5, as obviously, which makes you think, why did what was that game? Yakuza saying that you can't do that, and it's kind of like, is that through the cloud? Is that why you can't?
I don't know.
If you can do it manually, then you can do it manually. Although I feel like there is some games, I'm pretty sure I read through, if you're a PS Plus member, you can also sync it through the cloud. So you can do it through the cloud anyway. Maybe that's just selected games, maybe. But it just made me think, why did Yakuza come out and say you can't do this? You clearly can. Yeah. So.
And like I said, it's a big game as well. If you're like a fair chunk into that game and you lose all your save data, you're kind of going to be a little bit annoyed.
I was thinking about not getting Assassin's Creed, or because that comes out on the 10th, and that's a whole 9 days worth of
playing.
I don't really want to start that game again. So same with Watch Dogs. I was kind of looking because there was a trailer this week. I don't know if you saw the latest trailer, and I know it was a little bit cold on it. And then seeing it going through London again, it's kind of like, I really want to like this game. I really want to play this game. I just wish it wasn't. I don't know.
I think I'm checked out for Watch Dogs because, like you said, if you don't like the previous Watch Dogs, you ain't gonna like it. So
that's what I heard. Obviously, I've not played it.
Well, what you heard, but I didn't like I really didn't like the first one. I did like the second one, just didn't interest me.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm probably just gonna give it a miss. I'm just gonna, not play.
Fair enough. No.
But again, the good thing about the backwards compatibility for the PS5 is I recently bought a load of games on the store, and I haven't been able to play them I haven't had time or got around to playing them on the PS4. So even the PS5, I can just download like Assassin's Creed Odyssey that I've got on there, or Far Cry 5, and so. Still, that's good. Get them to play and see if they get the old boosts. It
is. It's definitely. Well, I don't know if you've got a TV to benefit from the boost, but
I've got a 4K TV. I've got a 4K TV, but it isn't a 2.1 HDMI. So
Okay, if you've got 4K TV and you bought it this year, you would at least have 60 frames, so you will benefit from it. So you'll see you'll have 4K 60, which I didn't think I could notice. Frame rates and resolution that well. I'm not like a PC dork that cares about their frame rates massively. I can notice when a picture's really good, which I notice on my TV. But I guess I'm breaching into what we've been playing this week. But I played Destiny this week for the first time on my new TV. I didn't realize I haven't played it.
Oh, I didn't know you actually went ahead and got a new TV.
No,
you
did. I told you I got a new. No.
Wait, when did you get it?
September? No. Yeah, I've had it for a while.
I've
had it for a month and a half, 2 months maybe.
Oh, okay. Is it a 2.1?
Yeah, got 2.1. Yeah, Samsung QLED.
How much did that set you back?
We'll discuss that afterwards. I don't want that on the record. So, I've not played Destiny on my brand new spanking TV, and it looks actually like garbage. To the point where I said to someone, have they actually down-resed it before the new to make the new version look better? It looked really terrible, because then I realized it's the only game I've played that's 1080p and 30 frames.
Yeah.
And in the tower, it just looks really not pixelated, but grindy. You can see it.
Yeah.
And then jumping back to Ghost, which is obviously 4K 30, it's not actually 60 frames. It just looks so much. It looks so much better in the HDR and everything. It's just it's a stunning game. It made me appreciate Ghost even more, jumping back to it after playing Destiny this week. So
There you go. Yeah, this whole gaming, gaming lark is very expensive.
It is.
Yeah, I tried to tell my my girlfriend that we needed to buy a new TV, and she just gave me a look as to say no. So
no, I think you need to go for the monitor route, or however your setup's going to be. If you're going to have a little gaming room or whatever when you move,
podcast studio, gaming room, office. That's a good thing. The good thing about the house we looked at, Brad's room, the house we looked at yesterday had 3 bedrooms, and there's 3 double bedrooms. So I could have had like a whole just little
2 TVs, 2 TVs, 2 monitors for your work as well. So
it just kind of didn't happen though. So
well, that's one thing I'm not looking forward to when I will have to work from home again. It's just working off my laptop. It's just very difficult to do my job properly because I'm used to 2 like screens at work. I've got like 2 screens, 2 big screens. And then that multitasking of doing that and then going to I've got like a MacBook Air, which is like a tiny thin laptop. It's like, this is very difficult.
Yeah. That's why when they said you're going to be working from home, I took my monitors, my keyboard, my mouse, my chair, all my paper. I took it all. I was like, all right.
You took your desk. You just Brad just walking out with like a massive desk on his back.
You're sending me home. I'm taking it. So I had like a box full of monitors and just everything.
Okay.
And security seeing me walk out with all this stuff piled in this box. It didn't stop me. They was just like, whatever.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So,
Well, it's 2020. It's the end of the world, so no one cares anymore.
Exactly,
it's just riots. You could just go in there, take Staples,
shove my chair in the car. I was like, that's mine now. It's just took it all. The only thing I didn't take was the desk. I couldn't take the desk. So
I think are they drilled? I feel like they're drilled to
they're drilled, and they're absolutely huge. My desk I had anyway, it was huge. Like the desks I know, because when we used to work together, it weren't that little desk. You know when we worked together and you used to have to go to a different floor and you used to see these like departments and their desks were huge and you kind of like, what do they do there? What are they doing? I was there, so my desk was just like massive curved thing. So I went to IKEA and bought a desk. But like I said on a previous episode, I've been working at home for like 6 months before I finally decided to buy a desk. Before that I was using a little picnic table thing that was too low and I was getting backache.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, my desk is pretty big, and it's kind of like, because everything's gone to like remote, we all use like Microsoft Teams to communicate, like meetings and chat, like text chat, whatever. So I've got like a desk phone, and it's not been used since March. No one has called me since March. It just sat there. It's just like, okay, at some point it'll probably just be taken and sold or whatever, because you don't need them anymore. So.
When I was in the office, the only person who used to phone me on my phone was my girlfriend. So if he used to come up at anyone else's number, I'll be like someone in the office. I was like, oh well, no, what do they want? What's going on? So it was usually some sort of director phoning me up, telling me I needed to do something or something. I was like, oh, okay, sorry. Just to get a bollocking. That's why the phone only rung if I was getting a bollocking. Basically.
Oh, really? Okay. No. My phone normally rung for a question or to get me to do something. Or and now I get messages on Teams instead. So
if we ever go back to the office, that is, you don't know. So
yep.
Anyway, if I'm changing roles as well, might never go back to my office. But,
maybe we'll see. Who knows? So, do you want to move on to the main topic, or do you want to do predictions first? Or...
whatever. I don't mind.
Not good. Take the stage.
All right. Well, we will do main topic then. So,
go for it.
This week's main topic was Sony released a PlayStation 5 Teardown on their was it on their YouTube? Like Sony's actual official YouTube, So it was on there, and it was just a guy who knew what he was doing. He had a few tools there, and he just stripped the PlayStation down. And
he took that thing apart.
Yeah, just went into what everything was. So the guy who stripped it down, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce his name correctly. It's Yasuhiro Utori, and he is the VP mechanical, the VP of the mechanical design department at Sony. So obviously he knew his stuff.
Yeah, he wasn't a guy that they just got out on the street.
Yeah, exactly.
He was just this random Japanese, just walking through. It's like day one. It's like you got to take this apart.
Yeah,
Do you
want to have a go? Yeah.
Dismantle this in IKEA kind of thing,
Exactly. Yeah. It was really good actually. So you found out a few more bits about the PS5, and we're just gonna go through I've got the top bits, the top few
tops.
The top tops of
top tips
of the teardown. There's a lot more. Obviously, the video is quite extensive, but me sitting here going through and spouting off random numbers, it just wouldn't be fun. So I've picked up.
I feel like that's why the listeners tune in each week is just for you to go through these very dull numbers that no one understands.
So that time when I was doing the specs of the Xbox S and the Xbox Series X. So
it got to some point I was like, you've lost me now, Brad. I don't even know what you're talking about.
So we've already said the first bit I've got is the USB. So it's got the two USB-A's, a USB Type C, a LAN port, and HDMI. Obviously HDMI. I think that was already out there, but I just thought I'd include it anyway.
Yep.
The first thing I thought was really cool is the base. So if you have it vertical, obviously it stands on that little black stand, and to give it extra support. But then if you don't want it, if you want to lay it down horizontally, you can unscrew the stand. And it clips on the back, and even better, like because you always lose screws, it's got a little compartment for the screws, so you turn the stand and it locks it away.
I just
thought it's just so aesthetically pleasing, you know what I mean? Like they've gone to the trouble to think, actually, where's this screw? This screw needs to go somewhere, and clip it on the back. And then even when it's horizontal, it's still sitting on the stand, so it's elevated off of like with your desk or your unit that you're going to be putting it on.
I really like the stand. When we saw the pictures of the PS5 originally, it's kind of like, are we going to have to buy a stand for it? But the fact that it comes with it, and then they've done the design that you can put the little screw, like you said, it's very good. I like it.
I bought a third-party stand for my PS4 because at one point it was standing up, so it was only like a $5, but it wasn't very. It did seem very sturdy because it didn't screw in; it just literally kind of like pressed
wedged in.
So that was the first. That was the first thing I found really impressive about the teardown. The second one was there's two air vents at the front, and the back is all exhaust, obviously to help with cooling.
Yeah.
So pretty good. And then also with that, the fan is situated so it can draw air from both sides. So I know people keep saying that it's so big, the PlayStation, but it's because they're trying to keep it, whisper quiet and cool. So we all know the fan noise on the original PS4s, and even your first Pro are so loud. Yeah. Because they're just trying to cool down.
Yeah.
So the
throttle goes up straight away as soon as you put on any game. It's ridiculous.
So to have the fan to design it in a way so the fan is pulling in front, from both sides, and the front is just vents and then the back is just expelling it. So that's a really good idea. And we saw that fan because you can remove the plastic white panels.
You can.
Which brings up more, we've brought this up before a few episodes ago, because it was kind of a leak, wasn't it? That you could remove them, and maybe you'll be able to get
custom sides.
Custom sides. So, would that be? Do you think that would be an option? Do you think you would be able to buy like a couple of different sides to put on it? Like back in the day, the 360 had removable fascias. And I was a sucker. I used to buy them. I used to go in and I bought a Gears of War one and a Halo 3 one. So I would definitely be customizing my PlayStation 5.
Yeah, no, I will be as well. I think it's fantastic. You mentioned it a few months ago, didn't you? And I kind of thought I would be surprised that they would allow third parties or other people to do that, just because they've made. I think one of the reasons why PlayStation 4 sold so well is because of all the special editions, and people bought more than one. And I'm sure they will still sell a special edition God of War version next year, but then maybe they'll sell the side plates as well separately.
As well, exactly. Yeah,
so people that have already got one, like me and you, can then have a special edition console.
Yeah,
and not have to buy a £500 console again. It's
exactly.
I think it's a great move. I would see what third parties do. I don't know if they're going to try and have some kind of patent thing, so no one else can copy it. But because it's a plastic size, I think it'd be very difficult. Because I imagine if you've got a 3D printer, you could just make them,
knock them out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When those white panels did come off, when they showed the fan as well, they also showed dust catchers, which is for someone who's opened up is really my brother who done it, opened up the PS4 to get to blow the dust out from the fan. It was such a, it was, kind of like a bit of a labor, because you had to, you have to break the warranty seal to get to the screws. So once that, obviously, mine weren't in warranty anyway, but once you've done that, it's done. Yeah. To unscrew it, to take it off, and then to remove. I think, I don't know if you had to or not, maybe even remove something, and then to get to the fan to blow it out. It's a lot more, a lot more in-depth way of having to do it. Whereas this one, unclip the panels, the dust catchers are there, and you just hoover it out or whatever.
It's a great thing.
They've put a lot of thought into keeping it quiet and to just keeping it performing at top spec. So
practical stuff
definitely.
I don't think it looks as good as the PS4 personally. I really like the 4 Pro.
Still not great on design.
But like you just said, every single aspect of the design just seemed to be just about cooling. And if you can take them faceplates off, I think it looks quite nice naked. Like, you don't think? When you take the faceplates off and it just sat there as the black thing, I'm like, can I just keep it naked? Does have it standing on its side naked? Do I need this little side, the white side plates that are...
Are they going to bring it when they release the new plates? Will they come in not only different designs, different shapes, maybe? This kind of maybe more streamlined. But I think like the way the white panels are as well is kind of they're designed as well to get the airflow in, isn't they? I think so. To put it through the front, to get it in there and to expel out the back. So everything they've thought about, they've really have. Just
she's a thing of beauty,
practicality, and just it's just such a good thing. Another thing about noise as well, the disc drive. So people who opted to get the disc version, it's double insulated, so that will also reduce on noise and vibration. So I know my disc drive on my PS4 is very noisy. So this one, it's in like a insulated metal case as well. So it's just to cut down on more noise. They want it to be, silent, as quiet as possible. So it's going to be. I'm looking forward to seeing comparing it when I do finally get it delivered and unbox it and plug it in. What else have we got here? So again, when the white panel's off, they showed the slot for expandable storage. Again, if you do want to upgrade your storage, you could just slot it in there, and it's out of the way as well. So you buy it, you put it in, and it's done. It's tucked away. You can't see it. And the way that they're going are different from Microsoft. They are going to let third-party hard drives, work. They're just going to certify them first.
SSDs,
SSDs, yeah. So they're going to certify them because although some of them, I read in the article, or the article I was reading, although some of them will have will be fast enough to work with the PlayStation 5, it could be the length and even the height. They're restricted by height. So that's why Sony are going through them all, checking them, sign off on them, saying, this is a certified SSD you can use in your PS5.
Sure.
And I've got here Western Digital, they've already started producing them.
How would that work? In terms, say like you got a PS5, you then ordered an SSD on Amazon or whatever. It arrives. Obviously, it's not going to have any pre-built software on it for the PlayStation at all. So, how does your PlayStation then see this SSD and transfer all the stuff or download a software? I don't get how that works.
When I got my my hard drive from my PS4, it literally was just plug and play. I plugged it in. It said it detected a hard drive. Yeah, and then that was it. It just
that's just expanded memory, though, isn't it? Yeah.
But,
so
I don't know how the SSD. I know, I know the Western Digital are producing them now, and I think it's 2 terabyte, 1 terabyte, and 500 gig are the sizes. There can be. I think I saw like the 2 terabyte was like maybe $500 or something like that, maybe, or $400.
Really?
So they're quite expensive, but
Yeah, 2 terabytes though. Wow.
Exactly. Yeah. So imagine having like a 3 terabyte PS5. So it's, and again, I do like the way that Xbox Series X have done it, and yes, like the kind of like the
Why
memory
would you have
card
three?
slot.
Why would you have three?
What? Sorry, free what?
3 terabytes if it's two.
Oh yeah, sorry. All right. 200 and
It's not expanding, is it? It's
yeah,
replacing it. That's the thing.
yeah.
That's the difference. Yeah.
Oh, is it not? I thought I kind of read it as it expands it. It's not
Oh, I thought
expanding it.
because you're plugging. I thought because you're replacing it.
No. Sorry. So on the teardown, you saw the
Okay.
SSD you have is there, and it's it was on the motherboard, and they showed you there where the SSD was. But this is just this is an expansion slot. Sorry. So it's like having having like a memory card. So
it makes sense now.
Yeah.
My question is kind of answered my question about. Because I was thinking you're replacing it and you're replacing with something that's just completely blank. So how does the PlayStation download? Do you know what I mean? It's like you're taking out all its memory to then replace it. But that makes sense now. Okay, fine. Yeah, I misunderstood.
It's a expandable. The slot is expandable. You don't replace what's in there. You get that, and then you expand it.
Okay.
So that's.
Sorry,
I thought that was. I probably didn't say it clear enough, but expand the slot for expandable storage. So it's an M.2 interface with PCIe 4.0 support for expandable SSD storage. So expandable. And like I say, Western Digital are making some. Sony are going to certify the ones that will fit into that slot to make sure they can run fast enough and actually literally fit in there, like lengthways and height. So
sure.
I dare say, and then further, like the more times pass, the cheaper they will start to be, I suppose. So for me, when I get mine, I won't need to get one straight away. So
I won't need to get one straight away either. And I feel like I could juggle. It depends how cheap it is or how expensive it is. Sorry. And I would probably go for maybe a terabyte because I feel like if I've got two 2 terabytes, I feel like I would just that's plenty to juggle with. I could always juggle anyway. Exactly. He's playing more than, like you said before about the quick resume with the Xbox. He was playing more than like 4 or 5 games at once, let alone any given time. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's certain games that I want to keep loaded on my PlayStation at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's a few live service games. Obviously, like I said before, Destiny, Avengers will always stay in my PlayStation. Other than that, it's pretty much just the latest single player game, and as soon as I've done with it, I'll take it off.
It comes off,
exactly.
Yeah, there's definitely workarounds, like you say. Just juggle, just have a little bit of game management on there, and just
exactly
keep the ones that you want to play. So if you're into GTA 5 online, you're going to keep that on there. But if Ghost of Tsushima comes out, you do it, and then you finish with it, then just uninstall it. So like you say, the broadband speeds this day, over here anyway, and I don't know about every other countries, but they're quite fast, so it doesn't really take that long to download it again. So
I think most first world countries are very similar. I'm very lucky because I'm in like a new build in a city centre, and I've literally got what we call FTTP, which is literally I've got a modem in my cupboard. I just don't share my broadband with anybody. I've got like 80 gig or megabytes, whatever it is, megabits, speed. And I don't share it with anybody. And it's, once you get to a certain threshold, it's kind of like, it's just unusable. Do you know what I mean? It's like, once you hit that certain thing, that's why it's kind of like talking about the frame rates. And I wasn't sure, because I listened to a few podcasts where it was saying there's no way the Series X and the PS5 can actually run 4K 120, because the PCs that can run it are so expensive. They're like $5,000 plus. And it's like, there's no way they can actually achieve this. And it's kind of like, well, Call of Duty just come out and said it's 4K up to 120. So it's like, okay, it's saying it's up to. So is it always going to be 120? Maybe not. Maybe it drops. But if it's above 60 frames and it's like averaging around like 80, 90 frames going up to like 120, 100, and it's like unlocked, because it's like hit a certain threshold of like is above 70 or 80, does it become to the point where it's just unnoticeable? Because it's it might not be locked at 120, but if it drops to 100 or 90,
are you going to share?
Like we're playing at 30 right now. If it's 90,
exactly,
do you know what I mean? That's like 3 times. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's Interesting point you bring up there, Reese. It is very interesting. That's why you're on this podcast.
Is that okay? Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. I keep my
Um,
job for another week, guys.
You do,
I'll be here next week.
Yeah, but the week after that, we'll have to wait and see.
Okay, I'm under review still.
Yeah,
fair enough.
They now really the one part they removed the heatsink, and it's similar to the PS4 and PS3 one, but it's configured differently, so it can actually keeping it cool.
Yep.
And they've got the PS5's got such a high clock speed that they needed something to to keep it like the high performance. They needed to keep it, steady.
Liquid.
So they've got liquid metal, long-term stable, high cooling performance. So every PS5 is going to have a little bit of little metal in it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that sounds so cool. I don't know why.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Like you've got a little bit of like liquid platinum just swimming around in the middle, just keeping it cool.
Exactly. Yeah. Just for keeping the performance up. So
that's cool stuff.
Yeah. It is, and that's all I've got written down here. Obviously, there's more in the video. There's a lot of it that kind of goes over my head because it's so technical.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in it, I'd suggest go watching a video or even watching a breakdown of it. But just seeing this
PlayStation
guy,
Access did a decent one.
Yeah. Just seeing this guy take it apart and he literally knows every single bit and he's pointing to it and he got the little subtitles coming up as well. It's it's really cool.
There's some great little features there. The dust catchers are a highlight for me.
Yeah,
the
really
removable side plates, obviously another one, and the fact that it's going to be completely silent, or that is the aim anyway. We'll see when they're actually in the wild and people will actually preview them, which must be soon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you think they're going to be sending some out soon?
Yeah, they must be sending them to as Brad likes to do, quotes influencers and obviously big media outlets like the IGNs and people like that will obviously be getting one very soon because obviously all those people have already got an Xbox. I think they've had them for a couple of weeks now. So obviously Sony will be doing the same. So
interesting. And like you say, 30 odd days now till we actually get one as well. Us as influencers get ours.
Yep.
So, right. And what we going to next? We're going to the Metacritic next.
Yeah.
Predictions.
Yes. So for those that obviously listened to episode 8, we're just continuing where we left off. So during episode 8, we decided to predict some of the Metacritic scores for the upcoming big titles in 2020, and we kind of did a little bet. I think the bet was, I think we was undecided on what the actual reward would be. I think we decided that it would be a Subway. Then you realize that you can't get Subway delivered to you, so we didn't know how that would work. And then we kind of left it as maybe pizza, maybe not. We'll see what the forfeit is. We'll have to decide. We'll decide who the winner, what they get. So we got Mafia Remake. Was the first one that we predicted. So Brad predicted it would be a 72 overall. I predicted it would be a 74. And then I changed to 78. The score was actually 76. So whatever score I picked, I was always 2 out. For some reason, I didn't.
Yeah.
That's 1-0 to me. Brad, well, I guess I'm spoiling there. So Brad predicted Avengers was going to be 69 overall score. I predicted it would be 74. The overall score was a very disappointing 68, which I didn't see coming, but obviously clearly Brad did. He was 1 out there. So obviously Brad won that one. Crash 4, which Brad predicted would be 75. I predicted it would be 80. I'm pretty sure it's now sitting at a 86 on Metacritic.
Okay. Yeah.
So I have won that one. We didn't score Squadrons because we kind of just skipped that because we were just talking about it briefly, and I think it was kind of that we're both not that interested in it, so we didn't actually score it. The next one that we actually are going to score is a game that's coming out at the end of this month, I believe the 29th, is Watch Dogs. So Watch Dogs, is that Legion? Is it Legion? It is Legion, isn't it? So what is your score prediction for that one, Brad?
My score prediction for Watch Dogs Legion is I'm going to say. I'm going to say 82.
Ooh, that's a good score for Watch Dogs.
Hmm.
Have you got Metacritic up right now?
Yeah, thingy was 85 Crash.
Oh, 85. Okay.
Yeah.
It was
So
80.
yeah.
So I won that one. Fine. 85.
Yeah, you won that one, yeah.
So Reese won. So it's 2-1 to me. Reese won. What was while you're on it quickly? What was Watch Dogs 2 out of interest? What was the score for that?
The Watch Dogs 2.
What's the overall score while you're on it quickly? Because I'm thinking, I got a feeling it's just going to basically score around about that. To be fair.
Watch Dogs 2 is saying there's no game found. So
what?
Yeah. Well,
it doesn't exist.
Yeah, let me just do Watch Dogs. No, come on, unselect. Been a knob. Right, Watch Dogs. It's saying watch. Am I putting it in? Is it watch and then dogs, or is it one word?
It's separate words. So I've got it. So Watch Dogs 2 was 82, and Watch Dogs 1 was 80. This is both PS4 versions, by the way. It does change depending on the platform. So we'll just stick to PlayStation because obviously that's where we mostly play. So you're saying it's going to perform the same as Watch Dogs 2. Okay.
Yeah, 82. I said yeah.
Do you want to stick to that? Now you know that information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stick with that. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to go
82.
I'm going to go. It's kind of the game of higher and lower, isn't it? It's kind of like, do I think it's lower? Do I think it's higher?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm going lower. Go on. I'm risking it. I'm going to go 79.
Okay, you're going 79, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get these locked in.
The next one is Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
I'll let you go first this time.
Okay. So once again, the PS4. So Origins was 81 and help me move this drop down here. Origins was that. And what was the last one called? I can't remember what it's called now. What was the
Odyssey?
Odyssey, that's it.
Right, so you're going to try and get some insider knowledge.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about the silence. To our listeners, I think we're both just trying to outdo each other. So we don't. Neither of us want to buy pizza.
I know. It's like, why can't I find Odyssey? Strange.
Yeah, no, I can't find it on there either. Well, just what's your score? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, we'll move on. Forget about that.
Yeah.
I'm going 83.
83, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 83 for Reese. I'm gonna go for 80. I'm gonna have 86.
Ooh, that's a big score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
86 for me.
Okay. Next game we got on our list is Spider-Man Miles. You can kick this one off.
Okay, Spider-Man Miles. Just not the Ultimate Edition, just Spider-Man Miles, yeah?
Would it be scored separately? I feel like it would be.
I imagine it would be, yeah, because it's going to be its own game, innit, Miles? So it's like 0.5, but it's still going to have its own.
Just Miles, not the remaster.
Yeah,
the remaster is basically the same game.
Yeah.
As so the original Spider-Man 2018 scored 87. By the way.
Okay, I'm going to go for Spider-Man Miles. I'm going to go 86.
Ooh, less than the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be higher. I'm going 91.
Okay. Let's go for 91.
Yeah, because I feel like they're going to cut out all the worst parts of the 2018, which was the Mary Jane stuff.
Yeah.
And I think the gameplay.
Oh, yeah, that was boring.
Yeah, that was the worst parts of the game. That's obviously that will be cut out, and I think he's just going to have. And the gameplay just looks funner, like with all these powers. He's got like different abilities. So I just think, and because it's launching, I think it'll get that little boost because it'll look even prettier and stuff. So, Demon Souls.
Demon Souls. This is a game I never played, so I know it's people love it and it's good. I'm going to say Demon Souls. I'm going to go in for a 93.
The original got 89, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm going to go for 90. Yeah, I'm going to just stick with what I got, 93. Stick with what I said.
Okay.
People are really excited for it. It looks good. Launch game. So, I'm going to say, 93.
I'm going 96.
Yeah?
Ooh. I think he's going to score ridiculously high.
Big numbers.
Okay. They are very big numbers. That's higher than our... Oh, no, it's not. Cyberpunk predictions were I put 96 also, and you put 94. So we're basically putting it on par with Cyberpunk there.
Yeah.
Godfall, I will go first this time, since you went first the last two times. Looking at all the stuff for it, and no one seems to be hot on this. I feel like it's going to score quite poorly. I'm going to go 75.
75, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go for 68.
Oh, burn. Okay. Sackboy Big Adventure, which I think is going to be a surprise one. I think a lot of people, I think this is going to review quite well.
Yeah.
But it's not going to sell probably very well. I'll go first since you went first the last two times. Yeah. 80. I'm just going to go 80.
80, yeah. I'm going to go for 76.
Okay, lower. Okay. Call of Duty Cold War.
Call of Duty Cold War.
I did the last one before. Last card. What was that called?
Don't know. What was the last one? Black Ops. Was it a Black Ops 4? Call of Duty. I'm going to say, do people? Is it based on? It's not really. It's based on everything, isn't it? So it's based on the online as well.
Yep.
I don't really know what the average score for Call of Duty is, to be honest.
80. Warzone was 79. Modern Warfare was 80. Black Ops 3 was 81. They generally perform around 80 each one.
Okay. I'm going to say for Call of Duty, I'm going to go for an 82.
82. Okay. Number 12. I'm going 84.
84, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The next one is Hyrule Warriors, which is coming on the 20th of November. It's Zelda. That means he gets like a 15-point bump, despite what the game is. 89.
89, yeah. Okay.
Always getting to 90 so easily.
89.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for. Can I say 90?
Yes. That's a very shrewd prediction, Brad. That's a very. You'll just say it's going to be higher than what my one is.
Yeah.
And obviously, Game of the Year, Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Oh, if it went on the name, it wouldn't get any. So. I'll let you go first with this one. Oh no, I went. You went first. Also, I'll go. Immortals: Phoenix Rising. I'm going to give it an 81.
Ooh, okay, that's higher than I thought you was going to go. It's one of them ones where it's like got so low expectations.
Exactly. Yeah.
It could really surprise everybody, or it could just be like, oh, it was just shit. Yeah. I feel like it's gone through a little bit of development hell with the name change. It's just all very strange, which just to me means it's just going to be very good. Good. I'm going to go 74.
74, yeah. All right, okay, cool.
Okay.
And we'll come back and when these games come out, we'll have to keep a little tally chart of who's winning. And
yeah, we'll update it maybe each week. I think it's fair to allow the reviews to come in. So I think you've got to at least leave it a couple of weeks before giving the final score.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of the year, obviously we'll come back and see. And by then, hopefully we've decided what the winner gets.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, no, good competition. 2-1 to me so far.
Yes, but maybe not for much longer. So you know what I mean. It's,
well, yeah, we've got to wait until the end of October for Watch Dogs to see if you're right with your 82. So okay, let's see.
The next part of the show is everyone's favorite segment, and it's This Day in Gaming. Everyone loves it. They email us all the time saying, just replace the show with this. This is all we want. You know, you're the best, Brad. What can I say? You know, it's just,
what?
Yeah.
Who's writing this in?
It's just, I don't know. It's my fans.
Your fan. Okay.
Yeah, my fans. I can't, what can I say?
I think you're writing it to yourself.
I am. Yeah. I've got issues. I need help. So this week, it wasn't really a lot. I was looking through it. It's a random one. It's one I've never played.
No jingle this week? There's no jingle?
No, it's just jingle. This is jingle free week, this one.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, because, you know, I've not played the game and, you know, I don't know.
We're not very enthusiastic for the best part. Okay.
Yeah. No, so this one was, because it's October, you know, it's nearly Halloween. It's coming up to, you know, it's going to be Halloween in a few weeks and all that.
Oh, you got a spooky game.
We've got a spooky game. It is Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Pumpkin King. And it was released on the Game Boy Advance back in October the 12th. So when this came out, 2005. So
wow.
And it is a 2D. Yeah, 2005.
Is that the best date? Is that the best you can come up with?
Well, I was just trying to think of a theme, and I thought October, Halloween. Okay. You know, someone's review put, you know, otherwise, Nightmare Before Christmas is pretty much everything you could ask for in a Halloween game. You know,
all right, fair enough. So, I'm judging it. There you go.
Yeah, it's a 2D scrolling Metroidvania. Like scrolling game with puzzle elements. The Metacritic score isn't great, so people obviously want to. So Metacritic give it a 71, and it had a user score of 5.5. So,
wow.
It wasn't that well received. And as usual, I did go onto eBay and see if I could get it. And on eBay, you can't actually.
Oh, here we go. Literally the worst part of the show.
Yeah, well, no, it's you can get it on Game Boy, but from Japan, and it's £63.54.
You've outdone yourself to make it even more inconvenient.
Yeah, I know.
On a device that you can't buy.
Yeah.
And not even in any country that any of our listeners even listen to. Brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant.
Yeah, I said it wasn't. It was slim pickings this week. It was slim pickings.
Oh, Jesus. Well, if you wanna play, was it Nightmare
Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, the Pumpkin King. So yeah. If you want to play that, you can order it from Japan on eBay. So yeah.
Wow. How much does that set you back? I was too busy.
£63 and a few pence.
I
don't know, completionist, maybe completionists want it, yeah. I don't know.
Wow. Well, if you've got no kind of value of money like Brad and you feel like that's a value...
I'm not ordering it. I ain't going to buy it, no way.
Go ahead, order it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That was this week's This Day in Gaming.
This week's in gaming.
There you go. Reese's little outro jingle.
Outro, yeah, because I feel like everybody's so pleased that we're going outro.
Everyone's pleased that it's over with. Yeah. Normally this part of the episode we would now talk about the latest episode of The Boys. So, if any of our listeners haven't caught up, like are fully up to date, and we don't want to spoil it for you, so because the next part is going to be going to spoil the last episode. So, if you haven't seen it or you don't want to be spoiled, thanks for listening this week. And you follow us on our social media platforms. We've got Twitter at PTPlayerspod. We've got send any questions or suggestions or anything like that to our Gmail, which is ptplayerspod@gmail.com. Facebook is Part-Time Players Podcast, and we've got an Instagram as well. I don't know if I even told you this. Did I, Reese?
No, this is news to me as well. Yeah.
But yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Instagram.
Yeah. So
wow.
we're on Instagram now. If you
Okay.
want to follow us over there, again, we are PTPlayerspod on Instagram. So give us a follow. We'll be posting on there and Twitter and yeah, any suggestions, like I say, send them to us, DM us, email us, and most importantly of all, thank you for listening. And if you do enjoy the podcast, please tell a friend. It's a good way of getting us more listeners if you think they'll enjoy it, and like and subscribe. So yeah, on Apple Podcasts, we know you can do it in app. So follow, give us a nice little review, 5-star review. That'd be great. And we really appreciate everyone who does listen. Yeah, Reese is following us now. Look,
it's nice to know that I can get told about these things. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. To be fair, it hasn't been up there that long, but thanks for listening. Leave us a review. It helps us climb the charts and get even more exposure and listeners. And
that's exactly what Brad wants, is more exposure.
Yeah, more exposure. Yeah, I'm a very, very skilled photographer. So turned it round.
So, that was a good little segue. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
anyway, The Boys.
Yeah. So if you're still listening now, you're about to be spoiled. Okay,
yeah.
So
spoiled the fuck it. You fucked up if you stayed beyond this.
Yeah. If you fucked up,
it's your own fault. You better warn him.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So episode 8 of The Boys. Do you want to go into what happened on this week's episode? Did you think it was a good episode? Did you like it?
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought obviously wrapped up the season. I felt like the ending was very nice. I feel like it kind of ended the season very well. It answered a few questions that obviously we had for a little while, which has been now answered. And it kind of, I feel like a few arcs got completed in terms of their storylines and stuff. And overall, I really enjoyed the episode. There's obviously a few key points which I really enjoyed.
Yeah. It's really good.
I'm sure we'll go bit by bit.
Obviously, we're talking about the Boys season 2, which is available on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It starts off with what happened at the aftermath of. Well, it actually starts off with like Homelander doing a speech, like a gun, like if the superhero starts attacking your school.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Law, lock, arm, and wait. I think
wait.
And like the teacher just pulls out a Glock and just like loads it. It's obviously satirical. But,
and you got the flagpole as well, like use wherever you can.
Wherever you can, and hide it behind their desks. So you got that's where it started, and it was kind of like the aftermath of the head pops from last week, wasn't it? So
yes,
Billy Butcher was going to say we're just going to kill them all, and Ez was getting and then Starlight and Huey wanted to try and find another way of taking them down, didn't they?
Sure.
So looking for people that would testify, and then. That's when I thought it was good when they was driving in the car and A-Train just pops up and he just sat in the back of the car and then he crashed.
Yeah, after they seen Queen Maeve.
Yeah, that's right. Queen Maeve's just kind of like smoking and drinking and she was in a bad way.
Yeah, she's kind of bad. It's done. You can't beat these people.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing changes. So there's no point even fighting it. So
And then A-Train gets, he stole the documents, it turns out, from the church. Like from the church he's involved in, and it had all about Stormfront being a Nazi, and she's married to like a guy who found him. She was like one of the first ones, and his picture of her with Hitler and everything else. So that gets
she's
exposed,
a Nazi.
At being a Nazi, and then Billy Rebecca finds where Butcher's hiding and begs her to get his son back. So he's trying to get son back, and then it's just, and that's kind of where it moves on to it. They then have to try and think of a way of distracting Stormfront and Homelander to get the son out and rescue him. So he makes a deal as well. He makes a deal with the guy who's at the head of Vault at can't remember what his name is, but
Elga,
something like maybe and he's
Elga?
like,
is Elga? Sorry?
I'll get the kid. You take the kid, but I want my wife back, but then he can't go through with it. He can't do it. It's quite good. Yeah, quite good like fight scenes. The bit where Homelander just kills all those guards, he comes out covered in blood when they go to that cabin after they've taken the son. And the bit I did really like was when Stormfront is confronting them, and she like blows up the weapons so they can't use them against her. And you got Starlight fighting her, and what is she called? I can't remember. What's she called? Kamiko? Is it
Kamiko? Yeah.
Kamiko. And then they fight her, and then she breaks Kamiko's neck, and looks like they're about to get beaten. And then Queen Maeve turns up and just beat the shit out of her. I thought that was really good. And like the music's playing, and they're just all like absolutely beating the shit out of her. And like all the guys at the back just kind of looking at her, and they like, "Oh wow, girls really do get it done," because that was their like tagline, wasn't it? And they're just beating the shit. They're just really beating the shit out of her, and it's just.
Apparently, that was kind of almost taking the piss out of the scene in Endgame.
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
girl, the female scene. Is
because that was a bit, that was a bit cringy. But on this, it was just just really beating the crap out of her. You kind of forget how powerful like Starlight is, because you never really got like a full sense of her powers. Obviously, she's bulletproof and you know she's really strong. But she's kind of really just really laying into her, and then she has to fly away because she's getting a crap beaten out of her.
Yeah,
and confronts Butcher and Becca, and what's the son's name? Ryan? Is it Ryan?
It is Ryan,
yeah, Ryan in the woods. And then she starts strangling Becca, Ryan kind of loses it and just Darth Vader's her, really, didn't he? He just
that's exactly what I thought of when I saw her with no legs and shit. It looked like Anakin on Mustafar.
And she's just laying there speaking German when Homelander finds her, and that scene when they were trying to teach Ryan how to use his like eyes, and they had a little figure of the Deep. Of the Deep.
It was so funny. I was like, that's so funny. There's no
and
one
he's
likes the
like,
Deep.
You can tell he's getting annoyed when he can't do it, and he's like, oh God, he's annoyed, and he's like, oh, think of someone you hate, and then do it that way. And then later on, when he's saying that, he's saying to his son, it's okay to cry, and he's like, I've cried, and he's like, but I'm a man, so I don't cry. Not a long time ago. And he's just
You could kind of seem like Homelander was kind of almost losing it a bit with Stormfront with the whole white supremacy thing, because he was kind of looking like
definitely
when what the fuck, like
when she said we're in a race war and they're trying to take over, his face was kind of was like what the fuck,
right? I guess he's so like desperate for like, because he's a sociopath in connection with some people to love him. Hence obviously he didn't kill Butcher and Ryan at the end, was just because he just wants people to love him so much. He really wants that connection. So when Maeve threatened to show the footage of him abandoning the people on the plane, and he heard the people chanting his name in his head, and he was like, so he just left. And you could take my son, kind of thing.
But I thought it was a really good wrap up. We got like the last little reveal at the end, but I thought it was a good wrap up to the series.
I really enjoyed it. Season 2 was fantastic. I think season 2 was better than season 1.
I think it was, definitely. Hopefully next season will be next year, but it may be delayed to the year after because obviously the pandemic. But the last thing we saw was the woman running for like governor, maybe, or I don't really know how American politics works, but she was running Newman.
She's a senator who's running a campaign against Volt, kind of.
That's it. So Senator Newman, the guy in the church was talking to her, saying like, "Hey, I've got enough evidence here to, just completely destroy like 9 other soups." And she's like, "Okay, we'll get together." And then it was so obvious it was going to happen. He's just sitting there, and he puts his feet on the desk, and his head was going to pop. And
I wasn't expecting that.
I was expecting it, and his head popped, and then it goes outside, and it's her. So it was, Senator Newman who done it. She popped the head of her own like assistant.
I know.
She must have been thinking more to make it look good, but she just. But everything went to everything kind of worked out when they the Voight can't release Compound V because of Stormfront. They found out she was a Nazi, so they kind of pushed that back. So she got what she wanted, and now Huey's going to go and work for her. So it's kind of like, what's going to happen with that?
It's such that Edgar guy, whatever his name is, where he's talking about everything's just about business, and obviously he's clearly put that senator in place, or the people that are investigating them actually works for him the whole time. So no, it's a good little plot twist. It adds more depth to the story and stuff. So no, I wasn't expecting it as well. So it's a nice when something is a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was expecting it to be like a new character we haven't seen before, or I thought it was that girl from the asylum, but obviously you said it couldn't be before, and obviously that makes sense that it couldn't have been. So it makes sense because she was always around, but you would never expected it was her because you just presumed she was human. She was against them.
Yeah, she's against
it's a good little playoff. Yeah.
Really good little twist. And like you say, I do think this season was better than the first season. The A Train's back on the 7. The Deep isn't back in the 7 now. He's kind of been screwed over again, and now he's been back with a toxic personality.
Yeah, she had blowjobs and she's a weirdo.
Yeah.
He married that girl. She should. So really characters. It's really good. I really enjoyed the show. Even the ending, like when he's doing the speech about obviously Stormfront was bad, blah blah blah, and she's in a facility, and obviously Starlight's back on the 7 and stuff, but they did that zoom into his eyes. But like it was like a scene from like an old like Psycho, like just like mind, and then afterwards jerking off on top of like the Empire State Building,
like
saying I can do anything I want, I can do anything
I
want. It's just like Jesus Christ, this guy unhinged.
The bit I liked as well when Butcher's giving the kid over to the CIA, and he's like, he gives him a Sid Christopher, so it's like a little, tender moment, and then he's like, "You remember what I told you?" And the kid's like, "Don't be a cunt." He's like, "That's it." It's just like, it's just, it's like, it's good. But then, like they say at the end, it finishes kind of with, it's good life advice,
Yeah,
and
it is.
They said they're setting up like an anti-soup monitoring agency, so. That could be where the next series goes. But overall good series, good episode, really good season. And shame it's finished. I think it's like 29 days until the no, not 29. I don't know actually many days till Mandalorian starts soon, doesn't it? So
no, it's got to be less than that. It's in October.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
We're on the 11th of October as we're recording, so I think we're like 2 weeks away. I would say
that'd be the next one we do, kind of like weekly.
We'll do weekly updates, the same as what we've done with this. So that's a wrap. I can't wait for the next one. Like you said, hopefully we get it late 2021. Pretty sure it's been greenlit for season 3 and maybe season 4. I don't know if they're still writing it or when they're going to start filming. I imagine they'll start filming early to mid whenever they can in 2021. So because there's a few seasons that I watch, like there's a television program called Billions that I watched, and I started watching season 7, and I had to watch it from like online because it was on in America, but it never came over here yet. And it's always it's like delayed in the UK. We get things a little bit later, but I didn't want to wait. I thought, there's quite a lot of episodes up, and then they did they do in like 2 parts. And they're like when they do a break, part 2 of season 7 is not actually coming to like 2021 now because they said they just couldn't film it.
Pandemic.
So it's like that's really shit.
My mate recommended me to that ages ago, and I've not started. It's got Damian Lewis in it, and
yes.
Talking about Damian Lewis, apparently they're making a second series, mini-series of Band of Brothers, which I'm really excited about.
Okay, cool.
So like 10-episode mini-series.
Yeah, is that HBO? Is that HBO?
Yeah. So it should be good. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if Damian Lewis will be in it as Major Winters, but I think it's really good. So, but I think that's this week's episode, guys. Thanks for listening.
We're going into what we've been watching.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just completely forgot about that. Yeah, we usually because we usually put that in front of the boys, don't we?
We did, but we went into it, so it is what it is. We ain't got a lot, so kind of repeating what I've already said during the episode. I've been playing Ghost. Like I said, I've been trying to get the platinum. Very close. I was quite surprised of how far away I was. I've put in quite a few hours Friday night and last night, and I've just been going through every single question mark. It's quite good that you don't need a guide. Like the game tells you what you need to do to get the platinum, which is quite impressive. The game is so good. I can't wait for Legends. Another thing I've been playing is Destiny Festival of the Lost, which is their Halloween event. Very disappointed in the amount of content in this, although it's not that surprising. Although I feel like Bungie, who are normally quite good at being quite transparent about stuff, should have just kind of informed players why there wasn't a lot there. basically I did it with a group of like friends that play Destiny, and we basically did it within like 2 hours. There was just that was it. It was just done. It was just, and it was basically the same thing of last year's one, which is just this one event, and all they did is add a few more chests to it, and it's just there's no incentive to keep playing it. So I was a little bit disappointed by that. However, reason why I think it was put in last minute is because Mercury, where this is based, would have been in the game if Beyond Light actually came out in September. So they must have had a whole different thing planned.
Yeah.
And then had the last minute put this back in. And you could tell it's just been put in last minute because there's like it's just so bare. It's ridiculous. So I also played a little bit more of that Near Automata, which is I got a little bit further. It's quite difficult, but I've been playing that, which is great. In terms of watching, I haven't watched anything new. Like I said, we watched The Boys, which we obviously just discussed. I've been watching Attack on Titan, which is an anime that I've missed, which is obviously very popular by a lot of people, and I'm into my anime. Yeah. And it's good. It's good stuff.
I've seen the first series. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm still in season 1, and it's good. So I'll watch. I think obviously what inspired me is I saw that the final season, which is season 4, is coming this December. So I thought let's just give it a go and just watch it all the way through. And I've watched it all, and I know it's very, very popular. People that don't even like or watch anime have watched it and said they like it, a bit like yourself. And I know there's a few other people, so I was like, let's give that a go.
Yeah.
There's a film coming out this week or the 16th, but it's coming out in Japan, which is Demon Slayer, and it's like their movie, which is my favorite anime, but it's only coming out in Japan, so I don't know how I can watch it, but if there's a way I can watch it, I will find a way. So, that's me.
For me, it's the same as last week, really. I kind of I've been playing a few more chapters of the Mafia Definitive Edition. And,
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Finished. Are you enjoying it more or less? Or
about the same, really. I'm just kind of trying to get it finished.
You get it finished?
Yeah. It's not the greatest thing to do, kind of like that's how you feel about a game, but that's how it is. And I finished playing the campaign of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, and I'm just going to go back in and try and clean up some trophies, like the little ones that I say that I wanted to get.
Is there a platinum there?
There is a platinum, but one of them is complete the whole game or certain levels without dying and veteran and that. So I was like, I'm not gonna
difficult.
I'm not gonna push that, but I will go through and grab all the easier ones I can get. But that's it, man. Like you say, watching The Boys and and just more Always Sunny in Philadelphia for me. So
cool. Good stuff.
Yes,
you enjoying it?
Yeah, season 8 now. So it's really, really good. Yeah.
Okay, cool stuff.
Some of this stuff is crazy.
Yeah, no, it's a great show. Fully up to date.
So
it's a very, very good show. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. This is episode 18. And we'll be back next week for episode 19.
Next week, thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.